Zima and Anne were wearing fresh outfits by the time they met everyone else in the garage. Anne's earlier distress was gone, but Zima estimated an 84% chance she was still upset and was simply feigning confidence for Charlie and Kappa's sake. Zima squeezed her hand in what she hoped was a reassuring gesture and was rewarded with a grateful smile. "Nice that you both changed to see us off," Kappa said with a wink. Charlie ran a hand through his hair, which Zima knew indicated he was uncomfortable, although she could see no apparent cause. Zima ran another data analysis. The results returned faster than the last. Charlie was leaving soon. He wished to say farewell to Anne, most likely with a hug and a kiss, and Zima was obstructing his path. Zima reluctantly released Anne's hand and stepped away. The space between her fingers felt empty, lonely. Anne was focused on Charlie, however, and did not appear to notice. A guardian angel does not feel jealousy, Zima thought. She repeated it to herself when Anne fell into his arms, then 753 more times over their lingering kiss. "I'll try to hurry back," Charlie said. "I feel terrible leaving when you're in the middle of all this." "Don't worry about me," Anne said, resting her head on his chest. "I've got a pretty good support crew. You just focus on getting better." "I will." Charlie kissed her again, triggering another 221 anti-jealousy recitals in Zima, then moved on to Doris. "Don't take no for an answer," Doris said, wrapping him in a hug. "If that shriveled old geezer gives you any lip, you just point him my way. He'll be begging to take you when I'm done with him." "I don't doubt it," Charlie said, laughing. "Safe travels, you two," Mark said, embracing them each in turn. "And, like Anne said, don't hurry back on our account. You've taken care of everyone else. Now take care of yourself for a change." Kappa hooked Mark in Charlie's arms and smiled. "Don't worry," Kappa said. "He's not leaving mainland China until I'm convinced he's better." Charlie's smile faltered, and she jostled him. "What, do you think I'm coming along for the sights? These fine folks have entrusted your care to me, and I'll be damned if I let them down by bringing you back 1 second before you're ready." Then all eyes were on Zima. She stepped toward the departing couple and loaded her farewell solution, but stopped short of pushing it into execution. Something was wrong with it. She reviewed the solution closely, looking for what it was that bothered her, but all the elements were there: a friendly gesture, a kind farewell to each of them, and an offer to help with the luggage. It was simple and fulfilled all the requirements she had requested. The requirements. That was the problem. When she had chosen the solution, she had been focused on the quality time she and Anne would be able to spend together, but had not considered the other effects of Charlie and Kappa's absence. While the others watched, Zima ran thousands of simulations, modeling life at the factory without them, pushing her processors to their limits. The results were distressing. She had not realized how much she depended on them each and every day. It was true that Zima would still be in communication with the version of Kappa who would remain at the factory, for which she was grateful. But Charlie... Zima discarded the short farewell simulation and assembled a new simulation request, this one with a larger requirement list covering the additional sentiments she wished to convey. Della arched an eyebrow while Zima's processors churned. She rejected solution after solution due to low confidence scores. When Anne's expression turned to worry, Zima stopped processing and chose the highest rated solution so far, still much lower than desired, and pushed it for execution. "I do not pretend to understand what ails you," Zima said to Charlie, "but I know that many lives, including my own, would be very different without you, and not for the better." The next part of the solution, a small kiss on his cheek, drew a mix of gasps and chuckles. "I do not want to imagine a future without my mentor and friend. I wish you a safe journey and swift recovery, and shall do my best to keep Anne safe and happy in your absence." To Kappa, she said, I shall miss your physical presence, but since you will technically still be here, saying goodbye seems unnecessary. Anne gave Zima a big hug. That was very sweet. Thank you. Zima increased the confidence rating on that solution to 100% and flagged it for later analysis. Time to go, Kappa said. Thanks again for the loaner suitcase, Mark, and hang on, Della said. Are you forgetting someone? Like Charlie's comatose twin? Shipping a body on life support to China would be difficult to explain to customs, Charlie said. Not to mention the logistics of carting it across the back roads of China to a place with no electricity. I'd feel better knowing it's here under Mark's care unless they absolutely need it. Let me know if you do, Mark said. I'll get it to you somehow. Thanks. Charlie took a last look around before getting in the car. Soon, their vehicle disappeared around the block. Zima laced her fingers with Anne's. Her hands felt whole once again, and the chaos within her settled. Does their departure sadden you? Zima said. Of course, but it's better than the alternative. Anne shook herself, then smiled. Come with me, Zima. I have a surprise for you in the gym. What is it? Wouldn't be a surprise if I told you now, would it? Intrigued, Zima let herself be led from the garage.